Okay, let's start this way. Today is the 2nd of November, rather. And in less than 70 days, Superfan Idolo, thank you. Rookie, thank you. In less than 70 days, we will be saying, Sonny Abacha, good evening. We will be saying goodbye to the year 2025. So like I told you on Friday, every session moving forward will focus on preparing you for not just 2026, which is the beginning of a new 9-year cycle, but for 9 years. So you should not step into 2026. So whatever preparation you have right now should not just be centered around the 12 calendar year 2026. Your preparation should be structured around a decade plan. A decade. You know, that's why we've done sessions on the North Star, which is your deeper why, the biggest picture. How many of you were around when we did the North Star session? If you have started working on your North Star, can I see your hand? Can you type in the comment section? If you have started working on your North Star. Now, the people who are going to end the next 9-year cycle in 2034, awesome, Jimbo, PGR, fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Now, these people who are already designing their North Star for the next decade, the next 9 years, are the ones who will, at the end, by 2034, they would have become masters. Superfan Amalaton, thank you for joining. They would have become the masters, the players, the influencers of or in whatever industry that they are functioning in at the moment. Terry Moon Rising. Because mastery cannot be faked. You can't fake mastery. You can't fake influence. You can't fake buildership. That's why you can hardly find a fake architect. Do you know there are fake soldiers? People who disguise as soldiers. A woman was arrested recently. I don't know if you have seen that story. She was arrested recently, pretending to be a military officer. And she was able to do that for 5 years. But you cannot fake being an architect. They will find you out the first time. Someone is saying my audio. What's wrong with my audio? Rich Guard Capital. What's wrong with the audio? Guys, can you hear me? Is anything wrong with my audio? Can everyone hear me? It's skipping. It's clear now. It was breaking. It's better now. It was cracking up a bit earlier. I think that's network. It's the network of this area, I guess. The audio is a bit off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this mic because work with that. So can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So it's fine. What was I saying? I was saying something. That's it. Can someone remind me what I'm saying? I didn't finish that line of thoughts. I think it's something that would really make a lot of sense. If anybody can remember what I'm saying. Yeah, I was talking about, so you cannot, have you seen someone who successfully pretended to be an architect for 2 years? Because you have to prove it. It's not a uniform thing. You can fake being a police. You can pretend to be a police. Right? You can pretend to be a police. But you can't pretend to be an architect. Because you have to prove it. They will give you a project. Sit down. Okay, so let's go back to it. So, formal videos better. So you can't. So you have you seen a fake driver, for instance, a fake driver, someone who doesn't know how to drive, and then they are lying to you because there is no uniform for driving. There is uniform for the police department. There is uniform for the military. But if you are a real driver, if you know how to drive, you prove it by driving. And if you are a bad driver, if you're a rookie, Machi, thanks for joining, right? People are going to know by the way you drive. People are going to know. So we are stepping into a decade where faking it is not going to work. Machi, greetings. It's not going to work. And guess what? The interesting thing about this era that we are stepping into, we're already in it, is the fact that you don't even have to fake anything. You just have to be you. Greetings, Lemon. You don't have to fake nothing. You just have to be yourself. It should never be difficult and hard for you to be you. Listen, brothers and sisters. If you are you, greetings, Prime. If you are you and you are not commanding results that are commensurate with what you expect, then you need to work on you. Because on a normal day, normally, in principle, the best way, the most effective way to command the results that you desire is to be you. Because nobody can be you, right? Nobody can be you. So everyone that you see doing well in their field, in their endeavor, they are doing well not necessarily because of what they do. They are doing well because of who they are. You have to be you. Mary Light, good evening. And there is the aspect of practicing you, where you rehearse, practice, exercise you, sharpen your essence to the point where you become an expert at being you. Thank you, Labake. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So when you step into a room, you have become such an expert at being you that regardless who is in the room, what you owe them is honor and respect. You're not trying to be like any of them because you are you, right? Princess, greetings. You are you. It says, beautiful means be you till you are full of yourself. You can't be less of yourself and more of something else outside of you. The goal of life is not to be less of you and more of something else, no matter what that thing is. Prophet, past and present, spirit, whatever. Your mission in life is to be more of yourself and less of anything else. So one of the reasons people are crashing out and losing it is because they want to be more of someone else and less of themselves. Copy, area. That's what Igbo people will call it, copy, area. Your goal is to be more of you and less of anything else. More of you and less of anyone. No matter how you like people, how you celebrate them, how you honor them, it must be more of you and less of anyone. You are not here to be a follower. Please. Don't be copy, area. Like Igbo people will call it. Let me tell you why 2026 is going to be 2026 will determine your next 9 years. You know why? 2026 is universal year 1. It is a year of the individual. It is the year of you. It's not the year of partnership. It's the year of sole proprietorship. You must be able to make your own decisions, because that's how you plant seeds. When a farmer is ready for his next harvest, he goes to the farm. Nobody will force him to go to the farm. He doesn't have to be, cajoled. He doesn't need motivation. 2026 is not the year of motivation. Nobody's going to motivate you. If you don't motivate, it's a year of developing the skill of self-motivation. And you can't do that if you are not you. There must be something in you that you have discovered that is so unique. There must be something about your life's mission. There must be something about your name, that even your name becomes a spell that you cast every day. Just calling your name alone propels you, triggers you, activates something in you. As one of the lectures that we're going to have during the 36-day manifestation marathon, the link is already in the bio. We have officially opened the promo for the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. It's a 36-day event. It's going to start on the 16th of December. The link is in the bio. One of these sessions that we're going to look at is advanced esoteric practice to cast a spell around your name. Thank you, Purity. 2026 is the year of more of you. There is nothing like more of me, more of you, and less of me, more of thy grace than somebody is trying to take your power away from you. 2026 is not the year of outsourcing your power. More of thy grace that there might be more of you, unless even Jesus doesn't want you to be more of him. Jesus wants you to be more of yourself. That is the Christ consciousness. They have set up structures to steal your energy, weaken you. It is a year to be more of yourself. What they call multiple personalities is not necessarily multiple personalities. No. A lot of you are you, right? But you can be a lot of things because that is your strength. There are people who are multi-talented. When they say somebody, and that's why the curse of people who are versatile is the fact that they don't get anything done because they can do a lot of things. Now they don't know how to build a structure that helps them to do all of these things and still get the desired results. So that's why it is referred to as multiple personality disorder. Now, that personality is quite different from your essence. Your essence is not your personality. Good evening, Ukeshu. That's why for you to understand this better, you have to sign up to the 36-day manifestation. The link is in the bio. But what am I saying? 2026 is the year of more of you and less of anything else, less of anyone else. Is more of you, so that the Christ in you can rise from the dead. A lot of people right now are watching this, people all across the world, the Christ in them is crucified. But the Christ crucified in them is meant to be the risen Christ. The Christ in them has not risen from the dead. When you see a person who Christ crucified in them has not risen from the dead, you see the way they behave. They need government to tell them everything. They don't have the principle of self-governance, governmentality. 2026 is the year of governmentality, self-government. By now, guys, you should be structuring, designing, planning how you want the next 9 years of your life to be. All you need to come and get from these sessions is activation, triggering. I want to trigger you. So you're meant to come and get from here. You can feel it within. 2026 is the year of governmentality. Is the year of the farmer. Is the year of the seed sowing that will determine the rest of the 9 years. You know, in numerology, a decade is not 10 years, it's 9 years. A decade is 9 years because a decade is the completeness of a particular cycle, which is 1 to 9, right? Now, every decade begins from the place of zero consciousness. 0 point energy, right? The point of creation. And that's what 2026 is. That's what 2026 is. It doesn't matter how the last 9 years turned out for you. There are a lot of you from 2017 to 2025, you can't even point at anything substantial that you have done with your life. Some of you, life hit you so hard that for some of you, let me tell you something. As much as I expect adults to take responsibility for their lives, but for some of you, all the chaos of the last 9 years, most of them are not your fault. Most of the chaos that you went through last year that felt like they took you back in time, most of them aren't your fault. Some of you are a victim of circumstances. There are people right now in prison who they didn't commit any crime. They mingled with someone else who committed a crime and they landed in prison. That's the same thing happening to a lot of people. The last 9 years, the realities they see in their lives right now, which is the product of the last 9 years, are not necessarily realities created by them. They are realities that they caught from some other people that they interact with. The world is an energy market and we are all transacting. Some people, the last 9 years has been 2 years of sickness, 6 months of health. Some people have been bedridden for 5 years. Remember how COVID hits people. So there are people right now who, what infinite intelligence, exactly, marriage dealt with a lot of people in the last 9 years. People made poor decisions. People made decisions out of ignorance. So good people found themselves in a mess just because they are innocent. People lost their properties. They lost their money. Some people even lost their lives. So you see, you are privileged to live in such a time as this, that you are still here. Because the truth of the matter is this: the future that you desire is going to be created by you. Michelle, good afternoon. You are going to create that future. You are going to design. That's why we call it 36-day manifestation and future design. You are going to design the future you want. That's what manifestation is. Manifestation is not the discovery of anything, right? It is the arts of creation. You become the Lord of your universe and you start creating, you start designing like an architect. So you can't fake it. It's not a wishy-washy thing. And most of these things, you have to put these structures in place in 2026. 2026 is not the year of groupie. I am a fan of this person. You are not here to be. 2026 is not the year of followers. It's a year of builders and architects. It is a year of people that will take the bull by the horn and say, no, I'm taking charge of my life. It's not the year of I belong to Raten, I belong to APC, I belong to BDP, I belong to Wizkid Band, I belong to Davido. It's not for those kind of people. Groupies. No, 2026 is not for that. People with savior complex. 2026 is for people who are ready to step out, because they are ready to be more of themselves and less of anything else outside of them. They are ready for the Christ in them that has been crucified to rise from the dead. They are ready to evolve from just knowing their numbers to embodying the frequencies of those numbers. That's what 2026 is about. That's what 2026 is about. So by now, people, those who are ready for the next 9 years would have started designing their North Star chart. We're going to delve into this during the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. The link is in my bio. We're going to how you can design your North Star, because like I said, you are not just planning towards 2026, the 12th calendar year. You are planning for the next 9 years. You think 9 years is far, right? 2027 feels like yesterday. Yeah. Can you just quickly think back to 2020, 2017? It feels like yesterday. 2020, COVID lockdown, feels like yesterday. That's the same way 2034 will be like. 2034 will be like, you wake up and we're already in November 2033. We're about to enter 2034. So listen, 9 years is not far away. It's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. And this is the time to start planning for those 9 years. To design your North Star charts for 2026 to 2034. It's more of you and less of anything else. The world is not going to get better. I'm not a prophet of doom, but I'm going to tell you what it is. The world is not going to get better. Matter of fact, the world is going to get worse and worse. You are talking about human beings. You are dealing with human beings and you're expecting the world to get better. Because it's all parts of the creative force of nature. We are all vessels of expression of universal frequencies. So everything you are seeing, they are meant to be the realities. Our individual realities combined together becomes the collective realities, which is collective consciousness. Individuated consciousness, collective consciousness. So sitting down somewhere and thinking the world will get better is an exercise in futility. The world won't get better. You are the one that must get better. Politicians and government will not become good people. No, you are the one that must tell yourself that I must rise up to my personal sovereignty. Take my attention away from all of these energy vampire systems. You are the one that must say that to yourself. It won't get better. Some people in your life will not change for you. Nothing needs to change but you. Nothing and nobody needs to change but you. You are the one that needs to change. So you're now entering a year, 2026, that people are not going to clap for you. No, if you're waiting for people to clap for you, you are not ready. You have to sow the seed alone. You have to clear the ground alone. So there are people here right now watching this who you're going to embark on some projects and you will start seeking people's validation and it will not come. And you're going to quit because people's validation is not coming to you. Because 2026 is a year that promotes individualism. Your authenticity is what you must bring to the table in 2026. In business, in relationship, in nothing else is going to work. Nothing else is going to work. Who you are, your identity is going to be your selling point. That's why I like this comment. Solitude. So you see people who can, there are people who will tell you they can't stay alone. They have to go out. They have to go out. Those are people who will crash. They can't just, people who don't enjoy their me time. They can't, that's why they jump into relationship, because they can't be alone. They have to go everywhere. They have to go to everything and everybody except themselves. Solitude, it's a solo year. Because you know why it's a solo year? Because you need that solitude. You need that me time for grounding, for personal development, for seed sowing, for investment. Because how the rest of the 9-year cycle will be determined by Universal Year 1. Olivia, thanks for joining. Yeah. It will be determined. They say there's a lot of distractions out there now. And a lot of people are giving. The moment I notice that your page is about politics, government, I just step back a bit, because I know that except you are a commercial activist and you are building momentum, or you are a politician and you are building momentum, or you are monetized. You know, a lot of your activists are monetized. They are just fooling people. They are commercial activists. But there are people who there is no profit in the attention and focus they are giving to government and politics. Oh, Donald Trump said he wants to send army to Nigeria. Hey, I am on the side of he should send it. I am on the side of he should not send it. And you see, they waste their life and their time, and they give their energy to things that are not within their jurisdiction. You must focus on your jurisdiction, where you have authority and influence. Happy Sunday, the universe. Focus on the jurisdiction, the territory where you have authority and influence. Influence the policies of your immediate environment first. Leave Donald Trump or whatever army you want to send to Nigeria. Leave Tinubu alone. You can't control that space. You can't. Your anger cannot influence anything in that space. Thank you, Vaughn. Focus on what is within your jurisdiction. And the first thing within your jurisdiction is your mind. You can control your thoughts. You have not succeeded in controlling and managing your thoughts. You are talking about how, hey, because they are killing Christians, why should Donald Trump bring army to Nigeria? They want to steal our resources. They want to do this. And the other person says, let them bring them. I have seen people who, oh God, man. Thank you for that luxury. If you are building yourself, right? If we all rise up to our authenticity, which is impossible, but as many as possible can do that. If we all rise up to our authentic individuality, the world will be a better place. That's what the world needs. That's where I've told you we are headed to singularity, right? We are headed for singularity now. Human intelligence plus artificial intelligence equals divine intelligence. Thank you, luxury. You can't control whether the US Army will invade Nigeria or not. It's not within your jurisdiction. Happy Sunday, Mayowa. It's not within your jurisdiction. The reason you are facing hard condition, the reason little drops of water look like an ocean in your life is because you are giving your power and your energy to things that are outside of your jurisdiction. The oil and gas market is outside of your jurisdiction. Your anger, your opinion it won't change anything in that space. You don't have any influence in that space, but you have influence in your life. You have influence. You have power to control the effect of the events in your life. Many people don't give all of those their energy to their own life, but Donald Trump is coming. He is not coming. Tinubu is wrong. He should not come. And if we don't pay attention to this, the next 9 years is going to be perilous for such people. People who don't pay attention to this, next years will be perilous to them. And this is not just about Nigeria. There are people in the US who they are on the left, I'm on the right, far left, far right, far this, far that. You don't need all that. Pay attention to your life. Pay attention to your life. People have lost control over their own lives, but they want to control other things. External spaces, external entities, external situations they want to control and have opinion. But they don't have any influence. They want to control the price of fuel. Are you in the oil and gas sector? I don't have the influence. My opinion does not matter when it comes to the whatever killings is happening in Nigeria. It doesn't matter. But my opinion matters in my space. Yeah? It matters in my space. In my jurisdiction. In my territory, it matters. So have you exercised the authority that you have in your space first? And what did I say at the beginning? I said the reason people become victims of propaganda and all manner of agenda is because they are less of themselves and more of other people. They are less of themselves and more of others. The world has always, listen, science has evolved, technology has evolved, but human consciousness has not necessarily evolved. There's always been war. Come on, go and read, check history. Corruption has always been part of the human journey, of humanity. War has always been part of our journey as human beings. Injustice, all of these things, religious intolerance has always, they give you, they create the impression and you begin to think, this one is new. Nothing happening right now is new. There was a time through the papacy, the Roman Catholic movement, they were the ones that were terrorizing other people and lynching people. If you don't accept Christianity, check your history. They will lynch you, they will unalive you, they will do all manner of things. It was compulsory for you to be a Christian. Now it moved to Islam. So everything you are saying now is not new. It has always existed. And there are many things you cannot change. You are just wasting your energy, wasting your time. The intellectual resources that you have, that you are meant to use to elevate the Christ in you, so that the Christ in you, the crucified Christ in you, can rise. No, you are giving it to all of the things that you don't have control over. So you see all manner of tussles that you see in the world today. There's always been gender war. It's not new. Yeah. The story of Lilith and Adam. Lilith, according to Judaism, the first wife of Adam. And Lilith fought with Adam and fought with, the Judaistic God, the Judeo-religious God. And one of those stories, when you read it, it says that Lilith didn't want to be at the, she wants to be at the top. And God said, no, you have to be at the bottom. And Lilith got angry and left. And that's why she's the mother of feminism. Feminism did not start 10 years ago. Please, everything you are saying is just a recycling. And most of these things, they are propaganda, agenda to distract the gullible, because they need your energy to sustain their chaos. The world needs your energy to sustain their chaos. The reason chaos is sustained is because you are giving your energy to it. I hear some stories sometimes, and as much as I sympathize with the people involved, with the victims, I can't afford to give too much of my energy to it. And I'm grateful to those who are always pushing for justice, pushing for this and that. But listen to me, if they don't have influence and any power in that jurisdiction, nothing is going to happen. It's just noise at the end of the day. Because your first responsibility and obligation is to yourself, to ensure that you become the most authentic version of yourself. That's your first responsibility to yourself. It's to you. It is when you succeed in doing that that you can now extend that strength and capacity to others. But a lot of you want to heal the world, but you are not healed yourself. Yeah, we're going to put it on YouTube. That's what 2026 is. That's what the next 9 years is inviting us to. By 2034, the world would have experienced such an advancement that if human consciousness does not catch up, many people will be left behind. Add 9 years to your age. Just try, add 9 years to your age. I'm not trying to put you under any pressure. But add 9 years to your age. Isn't it scary? There are people whose mission in life is to be agents of justice. So if there is injustice, matter of fact, we are all meant to be agents of justice, right? But justice is relative. For me, I believe ignorance is injustice to self-injustice. That if you are ignorant, you are inflicting injustice on yourself. Because there are no mountains anywhere. Every woman's ignorance is their mountain. They are saying network is so bad. Is it true? Is network really bad? And you know this. Let me be honest with you. And we need to address this. And this can be like a form of self-examination for you. Please take this very seriously. A lot of people, because of this so-called spiritual awakening that is ongoing, there are many people, right, who are not getting better. When it comes to character, attitude, who they are, their essence, right? They are just gathering information. So they can claim that they know. They are not even gathering this information to apply. They are just gathering it to prove a point to religious people that now that I am spiritual, I'm better than you. No single application. I was doing something for a friend, and we were meant to do some energy work for her. And I said, okay, so we're going to do it. It's going to be for nine nights. And then the first night I sent her a message and said, so today I want to prepare you for this. It's going to be I'm going to take you through some neuroscience programs this night. I said, I thought you were going to do it for me. And really. So you see, the majority of people out there, they think that spirituality is for lazy people. If you want to register for the program, the link is in the bio. This Sage Chioma. The link is in the bio. So, do it for me. You see, do it for me, people. Do it for me. Do it for me. They don't want to be at the center of their own transformation. I can tell you there are people who they don't practice anything. They just gather information. Hey, numerology. Hey, this is astrology. Hey. They know. They've crisscrossed. They've jumped from one place to another. But they don't practice nothing. They can't even remember a lot of things that they have learned. They can't. So, the approach to knowledge, because the purpose of knowledge is not knowledge. The purpose of knowledge is action. So you see, the purpose of knowledge is action. When I was 20 years old, I discovered, I've always learned numerology as a teenager. And then at 20, I discovered something about casting a spell around your name. And I read some very, very dark books about it. And the next thing I did was, yes, I'm going to change my name now, and I'm going to cast a spell around that name. I said, I was 20 years old. I said, I'm going to change my name, and I'm going to create a new name, and I'm going to cast a spell around that name. Everything I've taught you about casting a spell around your name, they are just basic. We're going to do the real advanced one during the 36-day manifestation marathon and goal setting. Future design mastery class. So So at 20 years old, I sat down and said, I am going to cast a spell around my name. Let me tell you the truth. If there is one thing people like most about me, is my name. Because I discovered knowledge. When I discover knowledge, I don't waste time. And the moment I discover a new knowledge, let every other thing wait until I start using that knowledge, that revelation, until I start producing results with it. Let any other thing wait. Let any other thing wait. A lot of people haven't even done anything, guys, about some of the things that they have learned. They're already jumping to another place, jumping to go and learn something else. Where is the result? The purpose of knowledge is not knowledge. The purpose of knowledge is action. That's why sometimes when I want to teach some things, I just step back from just saying anything. You know why? You know why I step back? Because when I read the energy, I'm like, jump pass. Because see, your words are seeds. The most beautiful thing for me to behold is when I see people who take what they have learned and they start producing results with it. They take and they start producing results with it. I discovered at 20 years old. So even when I was broke and busted and everything around me crashed, I've told you this story before. And I was ashamed of my name. You've heard that story. I came back to Nigeria. It was like everything was just against me. And one of the lucid dreams I had, I was so ashamed of my name that I shut down everything about my name in public. I was so ashamed that when people ask, what's your name? I'll say, my name is Femi. I never said Femi Jubal. And during I reactivated my esoteric activities. And one of the lucid dreams I had one night was, I saw a guy, Solomon Langi. I don't know if you know him. In a lucid dream, he was playing a piano. And on the screen, they wrote Femi Jubal on the screen. And the song, I will never forget that song. And he was singing one song and he said, I will make your name great again. I will make your name great again. I will make your name great again. The song later sounded like wah. But in that lucid, when I woke up, I heard the song. I said, no, I'm going back to social media now. And I'm going back to start teaching the things I've known for years, that I've learned. I've been hiding this part of me. I'm going to social media. Because guess what? I applied knowledge. I'm not jumping from one place to another. I just finished a new certification in neuroscience right now, right? Everything they taught me there that I learned, every day I'm applying them into different aspects of my life. That's the purpose of knowledge. It's not to join the bandwagon. It's not about signing up to every master class. No. That's not the purpose of knowledge. Because listen, it's not about denouncing religion. Spirituality is personal responsibility. And 2026 is the universal year one, the year of personal responsibility. That's what it is, personal responsibility. If we don't build ourselves to the point where if we have to consult anybody for anything, it will be that iron is sharpening iron. That's the level you are meant to be by 2034. A master in your own jurisdiction. You're meant to be a master of your jurisdiction. And listen, it does not matter what happened in the last 9 years. The next 9 years can be so wonderful and abundant that you will forget how the last 9 years was. There are people who had very terrible 5 years and they stepped into a new year and it was like, what's happening? See, things are going to start flowing for you that you are going to start questioning what is happening. But don't question it, because that's what you expect anyways. You can be, the windows of heaven can open to you and blessings will start pouring in your life and you start suspecting, like, no, what did I do? What did I do? That's the kind of abundance a lot of people are going to experience if they start applying knowledge, not just gathering. You know what people did what a lot of people did in churches? Yes, right on, pastor. After everything, where is your result? Nothing. I'm waiting on the Lord. God is taking me through a process. God is preparing me. No, He's not preparing you. You are suffering. No, it's not just for people who have brand and business. It's for everybody. It's not a business masterclass, but there is a business aspect of the masterclass. It's for you to arm yourself for the next 9 years. It's for anybody, business people, employees, name them, anybody. When people don't see results in their lives, they start, they Christianize their situation. They Islamize their situation. That's the way God is. If He wants to give you, He will give you. If He doesn't want to give you, He won't give you. No matter how you pray, it is the Lord that blesses. I will show mercy, or whom I will show mercy. I will have come. It is God. Those are excuses and tales of people who are not responsible. It's as simple as that. Because all the systems and infrastructures that you need to lead the quality of life you desire, infinite intelligence has established them. That's why it is an intelligence. It is a system of intelligence. I was like, God, Trump wants to burn Nigeria Spring. I think he's just trying to distract us. So just, don't pay attention to TM Builder. Just focus on your life. Leave Trump alone. Leave everything alone. Focus on yourself. That's what we should be. I am dedicated to ensuring that I become the master in my own right. I become the master in my own right. The next 9 years is for masters and builders, the architects of the next decade. That's what the next 9 years is. And it doesn't matter where you are now. People look down on themselves. You judge yourself by your condition and your situation. You judge yourself by your condition, because now you think you are a nobody. So you think all these things this guy is saying, no be like that life view. No. You are judging yourself by your current situation, by your current condition. And your current situation does not define who you are. Yes, it doesn't. Your identity is defined by your soul contract, by your soul's software. Some of you, in the next 9 years, you are meant to be a captain in your industry, but you don't know it yet. You think you are a nobody now. But you have accepted the lie that based on the current condition of your life, you have even forgotten that you had dreams when you were young, like you wanted to be this and that. But based on the current situation that you've been through in the last 9 years, you have forgotten all your dreams. There are people who have forgotten all their dreams. The day you remember all the dreams that you have forgotten, that's what deliverance is. Listen to me. The kind of people I want to start rolling with from next year are the people who are ready to become masters and builders and architects of the next decade and beyond. Those are the people I want in my space. Those are the people. The people I want are people, a lot of people, I want more people in my life who are above the law. Yes, those are the kind of people who are above the law. And some of you, in the next 9 years, I know a guy who, under Goodluck Jonathan, he was begging for 10, he's very popular, I can mention his name, but I won't. He was begging for 10,000 naira. When he moved to Abuja, he had to stay in a friend's house at Wuse 2, around Southern Fried Chicken. Because when Buhari won, he didn't have any house in Abuja. And then he was staying in that place. And a man that was begging for 10,000 naira. In less than 4 years, the way his life turned around. Guess what? It's because he remembered. When we saw his passion towards his political career, like in the night, he would travel by night. The actions that you are taking is proof of your remembrance of who you are. The reason you are not taking actions is because you have forgotten, you don't know who you are. You have forgotten who you are. I am here to remind you, one of the things I want to do for people during the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery is that mastery class should help you remember who you are, because if you don't, it is you. It is your essence that will lead you through the next 9 years, not any other thing. And 2026 will determine a lot about that. He remembered, and then he started taking action. Remember the other time I was telling you about faith. People say, you must, but for you to get everything, you must have faith. Are you aware that that is a very wrong statement? Faith is not outside of your plan or what you don't need to start and then add faith to it. Faith is not something you add to what you are doing. Faith, whatever they call it, is part of what you are doing. The reason you are taking those actions is because you are convinced. The reason you want to buy a property you have not seen, right? Is because you have seen the document of the property, the title document of that property. You have not seen the property on ground, yet you are having meetings. You are flying to Abuja. You are spending money, your resources, for a property you have not seen, just because they showed you the original title document. The day you see the original title document of your soul's contract, the day you remember your dreams, the dreams you used to have before life hits you, and you started defining yourself by your situation, you're going to start taking inspired actions, and people will think you are mad. They won't know, no, something is pushing this person. 2026 is a year of individuality. It's a year of individuality. It's not the year of God, I beg, help me. No, nobody. You are the one that will stand up. It's not the year of defining your challenges as special problem. Because there are no special problems anywhere. There are no special problems anywhere. We have seen people who took the bull by the horn, and in less than 6 months, they started commanding results that they never thought they would command. All the dreams that you have buried, because you tried it the first time, it didn't work. Tried it the second time, it didn't work. Maybe there is something you need to change about it. It is time to revisit them. It is time to go back to them, to all of the dreams that you have left behind. It is time to go back to them. More of you and less of anything outside of you. This is the season of more of me and less of anything. This is the season. This is the season of launching. Those of you who want to start, startups, Universal Year 1, especially if your personal numerology is in alignment with the Universal Year 1. Come on now, man. So you have to know all those other dimensions. Yeah? So one of the sessions we're going to have during the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery, the link is in my bio, is the universal numerology and personal numerology. So you can know if 2026 is the year that you have to navigate challenges or the year that you have to leverage opportunities. For some people, based on their energy field, 2026 will be the year that they have to master how to navigate challenges and alchemize those challenges to opportunities. But for some, it's going to be the year where they have to just be leveraging opportunities because it's their year based on their numbers. The Chinese astrology would call it enemy year, friendly year. Right? Enemy years, friendly year. For instance, if the universe, if your life path number, so there are different dimensions to this. If your life path number is 1, which is your ruling number, right? And your destiny expression number is 1, right? You must start planning how to launch out. You must go all out in 2026. It's not the year for you to be hiding. There are people who have gone through personal year 7, and until they discovered numerology, they now figured why. Oh, that was how. Because you would think that your life is not working, but it's the energy. The energy is telling you, oh, this is the frequency you are that is dominant in your energy field right now, and there is something you can do with it because you are an alchemist, right? You are an alchemist. So that's why I don't call it enemy year. There is no enemy year. It's just a year that you are meant to be a navigator of all the challenges. I don't call it, there are no enemy years, no friendly years. It's either a year that you navigate or a year that you leverage. So that's the place of frequency family, right? So one of the benefits of registering for the 36-day mastery that is starting on December 16th is I am releasing another numerology book which is more extensive. Everything you need to know about numerology as an African, as an Igbo. I'm using a lot of examples from the Igbo cosmology, Yoruba cosmology, Archons of Ghana, the Dogons. We started putting this work together since August or so, but we're going to give it as a free copy to those who subscribe to the 36-day manifestation. The link is in the bio. And one of the chapters in the book is frequency family, right? So one of the ways to know how to strategize in a year is to understand what number is in the same family with another number. For instance, 3 and 5 are more or less like Siamese twins. So let's assume that we're in a universal year 3 and you are in life path 5. Oh, wow. That year encourages ambition, extrovertedness, energy. Go all out. Do this. 1. 5. And that's the place of delving deeper into esotericism, right? But it doesn't end there. We're talking about the next 9 years, right? So you can't just plan for 1 year. There are some of you, your name has been bastardized. Yeah, some of you. Let me tell you one of the things that helped me to get back up in life is my name. Some people have told me before, some people did business with me because of my name. I just love your name. So you notice that people don't call me Femi, they call me Femi Jubal. They call my complete name. There is a spell around that name. Because some of you, the reason you are where you are today, you've tried all you could, but your name has been shattered and bastardized. That's why I don't joke with my name. The moment anybody tries to mess with my name, my reputation, you become my enemy. And I don't forgive such people. Because I know what it took me to get my name to where it is. Because some of you, you have allowed people to trash your name. You have allowed people to drag your name under the mud, and you didn't do anything. God will fight for me. God, I will fight you. I will fight you. I will fight you. Sometimes I don't even have to fight you. The name will fight you. You must cast a spell around your name. I told you, everything I've told you about casting spell around them, they are basic. You're going to learn the real thing during the 36-day manifestation and goal setting. Because, listen to me, there is the linguistic and the vibrational power attached to your name. Your name is actually a spell. So your name is not just poetic, it's not just a syllable, it's metaphysical. So you see your name, for instance, sound frequency, Femi. There are elements in that name. I was 20 years old, I did this. So every time I went through hell, I knew I went back to my name. Like, no, my name is a strong tower. I run into my name and my name saves me. I remember UNICEF director back then when I just moved to Abuja. The first major deal I closed, it was rent. So you remember in Abuja back then, under good luck, someone can rent a house from you and it's like you sold a house, because some of the rent are like 40 million naira per annum. So some people will pay for 3 years. And I remember then one of UNICEF directors, they moved into Abuja, and when they wanted to make payment, they sent the money to my account. And later on, when we became close, I was asking them, but you don't know me from anywhere. How could you just send money to me? And you know Nigerians, they say Nigerians are criminals. And he said, I just like you. I just like your name. Because of my name, you must cast a spell around your name. Because your name carries esoteric and numerological meaning. When you embark on casting a spell around your name, you are going to start appreciating yourself better. You will know your worth better. So everything I do, I mention my name, right? So you see, I mention my name. My name is Femi Jubal. I'm proud of that name because I know what I have put in the name. It's more of you and less of anything else. You are not here to be a follower. Wake up in the morning, shout your name. Shout your name. Wake up in the morning and shout your name. Your name carries psychological and identity power. I hope you know that. Do you know your name programs your subconscious mind and the way you are perceived? That's why it is from your name that we get your soul urge number, we get your personality number. So some of the consequences, some of the challenges you are facing in your life right now is because some people said some things about you in some places and they won't use my name to say it. They will use your name to say whatever they want to say about you in some places. Thank you, great glory lady. So repetition, that's why I always tell people, nobody in this world, you are dating me, you are going to be calling me babe. I'm not your babe. Call me my name. Which babe? Who is your babe? No, I don't deal like that. Because repetition. I don't know all those Caucasian mental sleep. Where did that nonsense come from? Call me my name. Only thing I can analyze is empty. Yeah. But babe, I'm not babe. I'm not babe. My mic, what happened to my mic? A lot of you need to cast this. I'm going to learn that 36 day. During the 36 day manifestation, learn that. My children to call me that. How is my mic now? I've removed the mic. Because listen, There is a spiritual and ancestral context here. You're going to learn that for 36 day mastery. This is why you see a lot of people change. When the aliens came to invade us and put us, what were they doing? They baptized you and they gave a name based on their own spirituality and ancestry. Wasn't that what they were doing? What's happening to my mind? Let me change it. How is the audio now? How is the mic? Is it better now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Okay, fine now. Okay, fine now. Sorry, I've been traveling, so I've not been charging all these devices. So I said, when the aliens, when they came to invade us with their alien religions, what did they do? They will baptize you, right? Even in Islam, they will baptize you and give you an Arabic name. Why is it important for them to change your name? And they'll tell you should bear your Arabic name. So they cut you off from your culture. They cut you off from your spirituality and your ancestral tree. That's what they do. They cut you off from it because your name carries spiritual and ancestral context. It does. Because the ancients, our ancestors, they didn't just give a name. Names were not just chosen randomly. I hope you know that. It was by divination. It was by vision. It was by ancestral resonance. This is the power of numerology. Because the belief is that your name is your spirit code on earth. Your name is your spirit code. I think I should have a session on this. But I'm not going to give you everything. Everything is for those who subscribe to the 36-day marathon. So back then, people used to hide their name because to know someone's true name is to access their power. And when they know your name, they've accessed your power. There are people who you will never know their full names. And you know you have a spirit name, right? Okay, so that's not a name you announce to the public. And you're going to know how to figure out, to decipher your spirit name. Because see, your name carries vibrational signature. It carries vibrational signature. So guess what? There is the numerological encoding. So each letter in your name that you are seeing, the link is in the bio. The link is in my bio. Each letter you are seeing means something in your name. Each letter means something. A, B, C, D, E, F. F is 6. So you're going to look at all of those letters in your name individually. E means something. M means something. And the addition of everything gives you the number. And that number is telling you something about your spirit code. It's your code of expression. And you're going to be shocked that when it is done, it would remind you of who you are. Why do you think people hide their real names and their date of birth? Exactly, your politicians. Your name carries spiritual geometry. And when you discover all this, that's when you're going to start creating affirmation spell for your name, around your name. The 36-day manifestation and future design mastery is going to be epic. I can assure you that it's going to be epic. And we also have a guest who is going to talk about the personal and universal astrology of 2026. You know, a lot of people talk about astrology, but there's so much confusion around it. And because he is an African who is based in the UK, I'm inviting him. He's going to be one of the speakers during the 36-day event, right? So he's going to speak to us from the African concept, from the African context, astrology. Because see, when you understand numerology and astrology, astronumerology, then it gives more effectiveness to what you're doing. Because when you create affirmation spell, you activate your name. You activate your name. The Akans of Ghana. Any Ghanaian here? You can join from anywhere. It's a virtual session. Any Ghanaian here? Do we have Ghanaians here? So you see how Ghanaians name their children? Michelle, the value of the masterclass is times 10 of what we are charging. The Akans of Ghana, they name their children based on the day of the week in the Akan spirituality. So an average Ghanaian would definitely magnify their native name above their English name. So you hear Afia, Nana, Kofi. There is an energy that they attach to their indigenous name. It is in this part of the world that people want to name their children. I can't remember some of those English names. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying that your ancestral name is the most powerful name that you can have. And we're going to be looking at all that. So we are currently in the phase of pre-36-day manifestation and future design mastery. This is pre. Also, we're going to post this schedule for the 36-day event, because we're going to have some breaks in between. Yes, just click the link in the bio. Wherever you are from, my website, thefemijubao.com. Wherever you are, you can pay, you can participate. It's a virtual session. So some days are going to be for rest and exercise. Some days we're going to have live sessions. Some days there will be general review. The reason why we are going to have general review and then question and answer is so that people don't have too much information, and there's a lot of areas where they need clarity. They don't have clarity. They will have moved to another lecture, and then they are confused. So we are going to do 3 live sessions, and then the 4th day will be general review, question and answer, and everybody present will be attended to. Then we go again to 3 live sessions. Then we'll do general review again. Because the goal is that by December, you have designed your 4 square of desire. You've designed your North Star chart. You've designed your own sigil for the next 9 years. Everything you need to do, you've done it by yourself. And I know that for you to be able to do that, it can't just be lecture. No ample time for questions and answers and general reviews. And of course, by the 31st of December, we're going to have New Year ritual. There are some rituals you must practice as you move into a new year. And then it continues in January with the goal setting mastery class. And you don't want to miss that too. So we are about 40 days to the master class. So this is pre-36-day manifestation and future design mastery. So each session that we're going to have before 16th of December, be rest assured that even if you don't subscribe to the 36-day event, you're still going to get something, but it will be better that you subscribe. Awesome, Michelle. So I'll close with this. As you move into the new week, please develop the courage and confidence to express your essence. Develop the confidence. Become more of you and less of anything else. Become more of you and less of anything else. Become more of you and less of anything else. You owe yourself that to become more of yourself and less of anything else. And as you do that, watch the results you start commanding in your life. Watch how doors start opening for you. Watch how infinite intelligence activates every infrastructure of your being. You are going to start doing the right thing, calling the right people, going to the right places. And you're going to gain clarity. So thank you so much, and make sure you have a productive, amazing week. Thank you.